Since childhood, I wanted to be rich. When I was a teenager, I started searching for games that could bring money and similar things. I spent hours trying to make money online. My mom always said, "You'd better study instead." And I studied normally, but my teachers, especially the math teachers, told me that my scores were not very high. My classmates laughed at me. They had electronic cigarettes, girlfriends, and I had none of that. Girls made fun of me, and sometimes I felt invisible. Still, I refused to give up. I read articles, watched tutorials, and tried different ways to earn. Sometimes I found a new website and thought, this is it. But after weeks of work, I got nothing. I lost small amounts of money here and there, but I told myself it was just the price of living. I developed patience, even when everything seemed hopeless. Then, one day, I discovered crypto. It felt magical. Prices went up, and I imagined my future as a millionaire. But I was careless. I invested without real knowledge. Soon, I lost a huge part of my savings. I remember sitting in my room, staring at my empty wallet on the screen, asking myself if I was just a fool. Many times I wanted to quit, but something inside me whispered, keep going. Learn from this. So I studied the market day and night. I read books about finance, followed experts, and learned strategies. I failed again, but each failure gave me experience. My friends laughed louder. You lost again? Just stop. But I kept moving. Slowly, my trades improved. I started earning small profits, then bigger ones. I reinvested wisely instead of chasing fast money. Years passed, and discipline became my strongest weapon. I didn't gamble anymore. I calculated risks. I built a portfolio that grew every month. One morning, I opened my account and couldn't believe the numbers. I had finally crossed the line into millionaire status. The same classmates who laughed at me now asked me for advice. The same girls who ignored me now smiled at me with respect. Looking back, I realized my failures were my teachers. Losing money, being mocked, and feeling hopeless, all of that built the person I became. I wasn't just rich in money. I was rich in lessons, patience, and strength. And when my mom looked at me proudly and said, "I always knew you would make it," I knew that every struggle was worth it. That is how a boy who once dreamed of wealth, who stumbled many times, finally stood tall as a millionaire. Not just because of money, but because he never gave up on himself.